Hey, what's going on, guys? Fico here, and I know that it's been a while. I'm sorry that I haven't been pumping the videos. I know that I owe you like 5 investigating true gamings. It's been just a very weird transition, and it's been a very it's an adjustment. It's been an adjustment. I've been getting used to working again in days. Right now, as I do this video, it's Wednesday, so that means that it's my day off. It's my second day off. I'm working again 4 days, so it's a very big adjustment. It's very well, anyway, another update is that I was going to release this video about the Adobe Creative Cloud's customer service. I am not doing that video anymore. I am instead just going to be using the Creative Cloud. I was able to take care of it. All I did was, just have to cancel those orders, those pending orders that were like in the background, and that's pretty much it. What I was going to say is, like, in a nutshell, I made a payment with a credit card in order to get subscribed to the Creative Cloud service, but for some reason their service has detected that my card was potentially not a good one. So they had to send it over to their upper support. Their upper support was going to look into it, but it would have taken weeks, according to what one of the reps told me. And I was very upset because I had tested the card, and the card works fine. And in their systems, he told me that the potential of them getting detected as being a good or a fraudulent card, sometimes a good card can get detected as a fraudulent one. And he told me immediately after that it might actually take weeks. So I'm like, you just told me that your system is not good, and you're telling me that I still have to wait weeks. Well, I was just, you know what, I'll just cancel everything, close all those tickets that you opened, and that's it. I've now paying through a different payment method, and I've got the Creative Cloud membership, and I also said I was with lynda.com, so I'm taking times during the day, moments, and learning how to use it. So that's why I'm not going to make that customer service Creative Cloud Adobe video, although I still urgefully recommend Adobe to look into this. I wish I could make that. I mean, maybe I'll make the video as a friendly suggestion, not as angry as the one that I did. I was so upset. I've been caring for this for like weeks, and I was getting nothing done. So, but anyway, the video that I'm doing today is basically an E3 video, and this one is leaning towards a rant about the upcoming E3 conferences that are happening. I heard that it's pretty much a 3-day event. I think it's going to start later. There are a couple of conferences. Basically, the video that I'm doing today is basically to express a weird feeling that I have. A weird feeling that I have about E3. I'm not excited about E3. No, I'm honestly not. I'm really not. I find myself in a very weird position, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because this is something I've never felt before. I've always been very, very excited about what's coming up at E3, but I find myself feeling like I don't care. I don't really care. I've asked myself why, and I've come with a couple of conclusions. Number one, I don't own any of the new next-gen consoles, and they're coming to their second year of release, and I don't feel compelled to buy any of them. I mean, there are some games that are worth buying. Like PlayStation 4, you've got Bloodborne. On the Xbox, you got the Master Chief Collection. That all the Halo games. Halo 5, that's going to be coming out this year. So there's a couple of games coming down the pipeline. The Wii U, I've been talking about the Wii U forever. I would have thought that with Smash Brothers it would have gotten me interested, but I said I kind of want a little more to it, a little more meat. Add a little more meat into your plate, Nintendo, and then maybe I could get your console. And also, there is the matter of the 3DS XL, the new 3DS XL, which only has one game for now that is justified the purchase, which is, well, the Xenoblade Chronicles game. This year, there's a lot stuff that is happening, and I offered that maybe this video would be more of a two-part video. Like, one of them will be just expressing the reasons why I don't really care that much, and kind of what I think is going to happen. So let me see. I don't have any of the new consoles, but I did put up a really nice PC. I built it. It took me a few weeks to just gather the parts, and it's all built. I'm playing The Witcher 3 on it. I'm playing Dragon Age Inquisition on it. I'm playing Titanfall. I'm playing all of the games as best as I've ever seen them. They look great. I'm using Marilla's action and shadow play. It's not dropping 60 frames per second. I'm using the Creative Cloud on it, and it just runs smooth. The boot times are great thanks to the solid state. And I'm thinking to myself, this is as good of a machine as you will ever get. Until, of course, it becomes better later down the road. I'm hoping for a better processor. I've got a pretty good one already, the 8350, the 8-core from AMD. But later down the road, I hope that they just stick with the same socket size, because if they change it, then that means that I gotta get a new motherboard with new socket, new processor. I can't. Oh. You can hear us. It's got the stock fan in there. Don't use stock fans, kids. And well, I've got a good gaming PC, production PC, capturing PC that runs so much better, so much faster, all those games. The only thing that I am missing are exclusive. There's nobody saying that it won't potentially get to the chance that you'll be able to play them on the PC. I mean, Windows 10's coming down the road. There's a good chance that I might be able to play them there. But who knows, really? Who knows? Another reason that I'm not looking forward to E3 also is I'm not seeing any games on the pipeline down the road that I am looking forward to that I don't already know of. Games that are in the works. I know they're going to be coming soon. And then there are the yearly releases of the same games, which I'm not excited about any of those yearly releases. So you've seen enough E3s, and you've done analysis on enough E3s as it is. As I started doing this channel, I remember harkering back to the good days of me sitting with Victoru talking about each conference, and then talking about them myself, and then watching them, and you realize that we're up in 2015, and there are games that we've been talking about that are still not out. And we're only getting the same games that are coming out. And how can you be excited over games you know that are coming out? And games that you don't even own the systems for. You still get told, oh, don't worry, it's coming, the games are coming, don't worry, you'll be getting those games soon, we promise. The Last Guardian's coming out, we promise. And every year, we just get more of the same. And we get less of stuff. I mean, just look at Evolve. Evolve is just a terrible, terrible example of what's coming forward in the future of gaming. I did a video a long time ago about my stands on DLC. I should probably do an update video, because what I think now about DLC is not what my thinner self a few years ago thinks of now. Pretty terrible how DLC practices have gotten. We're now seeing mobile games money-making strategies going into AAA titles. Microtransactions, pay to win. I mean, it's hard to get excited about games when all you hear about is just how these publishers are just making them so that they're stripping them down. I mean, then you hear, would you get excited for E3 when you hear about a game like Watch Dogs for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden the game comes out and it looks nothing like it did, and then you realize that it was intended to look that way because people don't want you to get the PC version of it? I mean, I remember talking about how Ubisoft made the game look dirtier and not look as good on PC, so that way you could see the console versions and they look better, and you see the PC versions and I'm like, how is this possible? And it turns out it wasn't. I found that out first from Total Biscuit about this mod that unlocks the real game, and I was like, wow, holy fuck. It's just, just unbelievable. And I cursed. I was trying to do this video without cursing. But I'm also trying to gear towards making videos that I do not seem so, like, ragey. I've noticed I've been a little bit ragey, so I'm trying to get to that good positive side of it. But when you see Ubisoft do these things, and you see EA do these things, and then you hear everything Konami's doing, and then you hear everything that you hear from all the other companies, from games that don't run as good on day one, or they won't run because the servers are down, or it's just, there's a lot of things that deflate you from getting excited about games. And then when you see games on E3, the way they look, and then all of a sudden you see them, they don't look at all alike. They look worse, and you're just like, they're tricking you. Then I hear stories about how E3 is showing you console games, when in reality they're PCs, running off of PCs. And people have tried to defend this as, well, they use PCs to make these games. But no, when you have an Xbox, a Microsoft booth showing you an Xbox game, and below it you have a PC, then you are not playing an Xbox game. And when you get sworded over to Windows, then that's kind of like a definitive deception tactic. The meaning of E3 for me has been different as the years went on, and my dream would have been to go to E3 because who wouldn't want to go to E3? They want to see the games. They want to play games that they may never play, or games that they will not play until they've worked things out. But we already have something like that on early access, where you can play games and then you're seeing the developer just continue to improve on it or you'll see the developer run with your money and you'll never see that game ever get fixed. So the meaning, I mean, I'm not jaded about video games. I'm not jaded about them at all, because if I was, I wouldn't have spent so much money on a computer like the one that I built. My Shyvanatron would not be the beast that it is, and I'm sure there are much better computers than the one that I built, but I would not have spent so much on a graphics card. I would not have spent so much on memory. I would have just had a regular computer. I wouldn't care about running my games the best way possible, because it's mainly a gaming PC. It's gonna be my overall production, and I'm gonna use another one. Hopefully I could get a big desk, and maybe when I move out of this place someday, maybe I could get a separate monitor to use that other one. Maybe put it in a different case. But at that point, I might as well just build a different PC. Just use because all that stuff that's there. Maybe I'll take the video card and move it over. But anyway, that's besides the point. I guess what I'm saying is that I'm not jaded about video games. It's just that I'm kind of a little. I don't anticipate E3 to blow my mind this year. So, and I'll give you another reason why. The conferences. Okay.